Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more All the Mods 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. So first things first for today, I am making myself a vibranium pickaxe because today we are going hunting for unobtainium. And let's see, can we enchant this and potentially get ourselves some fortune on here? Don't want efficiency, don't want any of that jazz. I just want fortune. Come on, we're bound to get something on here. Silk touch is meh, and voila, we get it. Fortune and efficiency. We have no need for anything else on this. So what are we gonna do today? Well, we are gonna be heading back to the end where we kind of left the thing we need. So let's go into the end city. We'll dial to that. So yeah, we basically need to head there and grab the material that we kind of left here. Yeah, notice the kind of waypoint here. So if we mine down, or go down, we've already mined all this. Go down, right here is the thing that we need. And this time we have the pick in order to grab it. And we have 3 of them here, which is just enough. Plus, well, we get 9 of them. Wow, that is pretty cool texture. We just got 9 of them. And of course, 9, well, you can times that by 6 because this is going to break down into 6. So we basically have over a stack here, which is just mind-boggling to think, just from mining a couple. Now, I want to take this and we need to turn it into one of these, get ourselves a Stella put on it, and we should be good as far as finding more. But we definitely needed this for today's video. So let's just make our way over to our amazing demon over here, who is going to give us that 6-time ore processing. This is very, very nice. So this is going to give us all of the unobtainium we could ever want right here. And we'll turn this over, and we're actually going to use this unobtainium to make ourselves a pedestal that will hopefully keep this genie lamp repaired. If not, we've went down a rabbit hole that isn't going to work. But if anything, we can always we can try and put Eternal Cell on here to give it a complete unbreaking. I don't know if it works in a machine, but we can also put unbreaking on here and other things like that. If anything, we could always just remake another ore miner. It's not too bad to make one of these, but I would like to prevent needing to do that. So if we can get this all working, the goal is to have multiple of these running at once and have maybe multiple of these guys doing the crushing and just like multiple setups of this same thing going on, because this could be incredibly profitable and might end up being one of the best setups in the game. So I have all of my unobtainium site. Now I just need to take this and turn it into one of these. Like so. Bam. Perfect. And now just to get an Eternal Stella. You can see the Eternal Stella, by the way, gives these a really cool looking border. So let's go ahead and make that Stella. It is super satisfying to watch this process happen. I love the ground. The only thing this needs, it would be fantastic, is some sort of sound design. Oh, and then this would be perfect. I know this mod is still in the works, so it's probably something that may happen in the future. But this is great. Like I love mods that do artsy stuff like this. So while this is working, what in the world is this thing? Is that supposed to be a boss in the Twilight Forest? I just noticed it over there. Please don't kill me. I noticed it has some defense on it. What is going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's shooting at me. As soon as I can break through its shield. There we go. I can get it down. Okay. What was that? Is that new to the Twilight, or is that literally just a part of that mod? I don't like that it broke the ground. Okay, interesting. All right, let's grab this. Out of all the stuff that's going on, that's one of the things. And then we will just add this here. Boop. Perfect. So now we have all 3 of the charms that are stellad, which is perfect. I don't know why this, I guess this one also has Tombstone Soulbound to it. I don't even know how that obtained that. Oh, I think we enchanted it, that's right. But yeah, this thing dropped this. Unbreaking protection mana regen. If lost on death. Oh, is never lost on death. These are phantom pieces. And we just got the Knight Phantom trophy. What? Like, this boss is a pain to beat, I believe. Knight Phantom. Actually, this is a new boss. I don't think I've seen this. What? No, I'm pretty sure this is the boss that you have to fight. Like, later on in the game, like you have to fight this as one of the bosses. This is the one that's like found inside of like the underground dungeon that is right before you get to the Urgast. What? Tell you what, it is such a pain grinding these things out because they don't have EMC. Like these base materials, oh yeah, man, it makes me really, really appreciate having EMC values associated to them. But these right here, red matter, let's go ahead and drop these in. We need, I believe it is 4 red matter. So I just spent a bunch of time handcrafting all of the dark matter here. I think later on, it'd probably be a good idea to have like a multi-crafting setup because I can't auto-craft with this inside of Planet Logistics for some reason. So it would be pretty nice to be able to do this with some other mods. I'm pretty sure we could probably do it with like RF tools. But here we go. So, moment of truth. Is this talisman going to be able to repair this, the genie? That is what we're about to find out. Place this here, activate it. And now I can't exactly see, but if I hit F3H, I should be able to see, is this going to work and act as an inventory? I don't think it is working like that. That just dropped, and now we're at 230. But like if I pull this out, you can see the durability goes up in my inventory. Now, what I could do is maybe use XNet to potentially pull this out once it hits a certain durability number, and then set in a chest for a moment until it's fully repaired. But I mean, at this point, I just kind of want to test and see if Eternal Stella will work on it. So, moment of truth, we're going to put a Stella on this and see if it works. If anything, we can also enchant this. I don't think that the Stella, the way it used to work is if it was something that was out of your inventory, it would still take durability damage. But we'll find out. If this literally stays perfect, oh, I will be so happy. Just by putting an Eternal Stella on it, because then we know that all we have to do is kind of hunt for a few things. And it stays perfect. It did not take a single durability damage. I don't know though if that's 100% perfect. Because it might do it on this one. I don't know. If this is the case, we could like even accelerate this potentially. I have a feeling this is not taking any durability damage. Wow. Okay. Which is not bad. By the way, pedestal, why are you not breakable? Oh no. Do we have to make a dark matter pickaxe to remove this? What is going on? So yeah, I'm assuming we probably need a higher tier pickaxe, like a dark matter, like I said, or plus, but at least I can move it around and get it out of the way for now, because yeah, I don't want it setting in this spot forever. All right, now I have even more testing to do. I want to try and accelerating this. Now we do have nether stars, so this should be fine for us. Let's see, we should be able to just craft another star. Oop. And make the rod. So this is something I've been kind of waiting to get into. This is an acceleration wand. And if I remember correctly, if you hit the plus key or the equal key, you can set it to faster modes. So for example, faster, fastest, and fastest mode. And this, I believe, I thought it could accelerate crops. Maybe it's only certain crops. Maybe it doesn't do crops anymore. But it's supposed to do machines. Oh boy, you got to get over here. You should be picking up items. Do you have a filter, by the way? You do have a filter. Let's say you need to stay over here. All right. What I want to know though is, can it accelerate this? Yes, it does. And does doing this work? Yes. So using an auto clicker still works. Yes. Oh, this is broken. So if you want a quick jolt of ore, all you got to do is this. And now we have an unlimited source of ore. I mean, that's, if we had the ability to pipe this out quickly, I almost wonder if we'd actually be able to see some of those nuggets. But, yeah, I wonder if this could be used by something. It says usage in a machine has been disabled by in the config, but, I wonder if, like, integrated dynamics could potentially bypass that? I don't know. Probably not. Now, another thing I want to test, can this acceleration wand speed up this process? We're about to find out. It does. Oh, that is so much faster than waiting on this thing. Oh, I should have made that from the start. That is so much quicker. Being able to speed this up is so nice. I'm literally making another one right here. And the fact that I can accelerate this and make that genie lamp that quickly. Oh man, just saves on that waiting. The whole thing I was complaining about, I was able to solve. And now I have another one. I have another dimensional, a dimensional mine shaft, and this. Now, something I could possibly do is I could have multiples of these. Instead of having them pull directly from this, I can have these filter into an inventory, and then have that inventory be what this guy pulls from and sends over here. So I have this all set up. Now, the future plan for this would to basically have these items get broke, like be placed down in the world and then be fortuned, and then have the residual materials, the raw materials over here. That way we'd get even more bang for our buck. I think that'd be the most efficient way. But as of right now, what is going on here? Are you guys stuck? Or go. But yeah, I think it would be a lot better later on to have it set up that way. All right, so since I have been playing around with Project E and I've been enjoying that mod, we should probably dive a little bit deeper into said mod. I've removed my belt of levitation. It was actually causing some weird things with the jetpack. So if I have the belts on and the jetpack, I'm not pushing any buttons, and I like glide and like I'm skating on ice. Very awful feeling on the jetpack. Makes it impossible to build anything. So with that off, it doesn't cause any problem. I'm actually going to put that away. But the jetpack has been nice. It's been nice. But I think we should probably upgrade to the Swiftwolf Rendingale. I've known about it, believe me. From the very beginning, I wanted to try other means of flight before jumping into something that is as powerful as that. I think we have kind of played around with some other stuff that's got flight. Even this mod has the ability for you to technically fly with a ritual. All you have to do is utilize some of the source. And even Britannia, when we get into that, it has a source of flight. Now, Project E, I would also consider a magic mod. It also has a flight. So, but it is incredibly noisy. It is by far probably the loudest thing. It is such a pain. By the way, I wonder if this gauntlet actually works. I should probably make this volcano gauntlet, but it says all operations cost 32 EMC, but I don't know if that's the case because lava buckets don't have EMC. Just similar to the arrows. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make this, and then we're gonna make the Swiftwolf Rendingale. Like I said, problem with this is it just makes noise when you turn it on and off, but it's also incredibly powerful and uses EMC for flight. Okay, first things first, let's make this. Does it work? Can I make a thing of lava? I can. Does it cost EMC? I don't think it did. It didn't use any EMC here, so this crafting recipe just uses redstone, I guess, to account for that loss. I don't know, but it is really nice that I can just now craft a bucket of lava. All right, so ring the Swiftwolf Rendingale right here. This requires an iron band, and so long as it's in our inventory, we should be able to fly, I think. Or we can put it in a ring slot. And now we can fly. However, this actually does consume, I believe, yeah, as you can see, it's consuming EMC from our Klein star. So we get regular creative flight as if we are in creative mode. which is really nice. I think this is a really nice flight. However, it makes this noise every time you stop, and that noise every time you start. So yeah, that's the downside. Now, this also has another mode, this mode, which pushes entities away from you. Best way to just demonstrate this is by showing you how this works. See? Entities are pushed away from you, and that also, it's all hostile, passive. Basically, all entities will not come near you, and also arrows and projectiles will get pushed away from you. So if we use this in Twilight Forest in this mode, things are going to get kind of crazy. Now, another thing you can do, if you put it on the pedestal, it will shoot lightning at nearby mobs. It also pretty dangerous. But yeah, this is a really powerful ring. I absolutely love this thing. Just don't like the noise. The noise, yeah, and you probably turn the noise off, honestly. To remove that noise, if it does annoy you, open up your inventory, go to the muffler. I'm going to type in Project E, and it's going to be the charge and uncharged sound that it makes. And if I mute that, well, we got the, it's the charge sound. So we ended up getting the uncharged sound. So it must be the heal projectile sound that it's making, because yes, now we've gotten rid of the sound that it makes. So if that's something you're interested in, bam, now you know how to do it, and so we don't have to hear that annoying noise that it makes. All right, so at the moment I'm thinking about going ahead and getting some basic processing happening. Now I don't exactly know how I want to divide things up. I'm thinking of piping things over to the furnace, and then I'm going to be using the wireless receiver to do this. Now for this, I just need a point on here. Should be able to link this up to it by shift clicking, or I guess we place it in there, and then that ends up bound. Perfect. That goes in there. Put the efficiency upgrade in. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to send over with the logistical transporters. I can make more of these, maybe. Going ahead and using some mechanism for this for right now. Now, originally I want everything from the ender chest to go into here. So I guess ender chest. Let's go ahead and just make a an ender chest. This is the whole reason why I got into it. Maybe I'm not going to use the pipes all that much. And a green. The reason I added the chest was to sort of expand things. So this is going to go on top here. And I need to go ahead and just basically set this up. And we'll say auto input and output. Make sure to clear JEI. On top is going to be pull. And then front is fuel input. Let's clear all this. Input. The left is going to be output. Kind of how I want this going. And then I need some sort of chest going right here. We can use a netherite one for right now. And then I need to set up some sort of pipe that I can filter very well. And the best way to filter would probably be for me to use all of this stuff that's in here, pull out all of the dust that's going on right now, and then use integrated dynamics. That's probably going to be the best solution for this at the moment. So this is going to be pretty interesting. What I need is an inventory reader. I can go ahead and place that on here. Let's hook up a cable. And now inside here, we should be able to set a filter based on the items that are currently inside here. Now, everything that is currently inside this are all the items that this thing cannot crush. So we should be ending up with all of the items that I want to filter out and end up in this chest and not go into this. So this is a pretty cool way. We have an inventory reader, and then I can take the items here, and this right here just made a variable card that is the items list. And all I have to do now, make this the main inventory. And then if we have that as the main inventory, I need an exporter because we're going to be exporting out of the inventory. We can set the export, place that in between, and we have an item exporter. We have our main interface and export items. We'll set this here, and that should only pull those out. So it says part of the ID 52 could not be found within the current network. Do I have to have the variable store for this to work? I think I might. That'd be kind of unfortunate. Okay, so this should work. I have everything that was in this chest now in this chest. I have the reader on here. Let's see. It is connected to our system now. It should send that over here. And now because it's connected, there we go. Now the things are accepted. And I'm basically using this chest as a filter at this point. So now any items that get put in here that are equal to what is in here, that will automatically get thrown into this chest. And yes, it's a pretty complicated, it's a little bit more complicated than I was hoping it was going to be. I hope I was just able to generate the list and use it, but we have to have it and keep it maintained and connected to the network. Now there is one more thing that I want to get into that's part of occultism that is really, really cool. And that is the familiars. And there's a lot of things you can do with them, but one of the cool things is you can summon them in using Eigens enthrallment. And this right here will allow you to summon in a bunch of different familiars. One of those familiars is a headless ratman. Notice they give you some buffs. You can actually collect these and put them into a ring, and then you can of course summon them on demand with the ring, but you can also get the effects while wearing the ring that you would get while this was out. So as you can see, this is the thing that I'm working on building right now. So all we need is all of this gold. By the way, this has to be solid blocks that you place it on. So let's see, dark, we have to have it on solid blocks. So for example, this right here, bam. I did change the stairs up over here to make sure this fit nice and neatly. And I think this might actually require some special stuff outside of this. So if I go back, it says summons a headless familiar. And does it need anything? Yes, it needs a snow golem sacrifice. And we've already done sacrifices before, so it's pretty nice. It says the headless ratman familiar steals heads from mobs near the ratman when they are killed. And it provides a damage buff against that type of mob to their master, which is really nice. If the ratman drops below 50% health, it dies, but then can be rebuilt by their master by giving them wheat, sticks, hay, and pumpkins. When upgraded by the blacksmith familiar, it will also give weakness to nearby mobs. It stole the head from. Interesting. This is super cool, and I'm hoping this works. So it's just wheat. Like it's really not much to this. We just got to get this thing built, and oh, I'm kind of excited. And then we get to make the ring, which the ring is it's a whole other thing. Okay. Now I know where the damage buff comes. It's still a perfect Halloween thing, but it comes from the mob's head that it steals is the one that you'll grant a damage buff to. That is pretty cool. All right, so at the moment, I think I have everything I need. I do need to get a snow golem in here, and we're gonna have to summon that, but I think the only thing we need is a genie or a djinn, whatever you want to call it. Summon this bad boy, and we should be able to speed this up, of course. Now the first thing it's probably going to request of me, invalid ritual, or you're trying to perform the ritual, start if you're missing, oh, it needs a carved pumpkin. Didn't really notice that. Does it show specifically? Oh, it is a carved pumpkin. For that, we need shears, because it is a newer version of Minecraft. And when we place it down, we shear it, we'll get a carved version. Do we need a carved version for... I don't remember. Does it have to be carved for a snow golem? If so, I'm going to go ahead and carve it anyways. There we go. And now we should be able to get this going. First thing it's going to want is that snow golem kill. So let's do this. And we'll sacrifice it. That was the sacrifice. And now, get rid of this. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Oops. Oh, am I gonna have to do it again? I meant to shift right click. Okay, so I guess you got to be pretty careful with this if you are going to do it. And it looked like it did consume one of my wheat. So we are going to have to replace that. And we're going to have to summon a new one. Ooh, thank goodness I had enough. Okay. And this is another pumpkin. All right. Let's make sure to get this. This time I will not fail this. Okay. So we need to put the book in. It will start. It needs this fella. And a sacrifice. And then we can speed it up. Shift right click. And there it is. There we go. Look at this little fella. Oh, that's so cool. And it should be linked to us, and I believe it should follow us. Okay, so now that we have this guy and it is following us, I believe what I want to do is I want to grab my node from Forbidden Arcanus, and I need to grab this so I can pick it up, just so it stays safe around me wherever it's at. I need to stay safe. Where did it go? As soon as I find this thing. There you are. Come here. So I'm going to pick it up temporarily. But what I need to make is I want to get the ring set up for this. So a ring is going to be in this book, and we might need a different ritual for it. It's called a familiar ring. And yeah, so all we have to do is, oh, we're going to end up using this one. We do need an empty soul, which I believe requires its own thing. Empty soul, this right here. And so this is the same binding. It just requires a bit of materials. So let's get this made, and then I should be able to make that familiar ring. So here is this first step. Place that down. Speed it up, I think. Does it speed up? This one's not speeding up so quickly. Interesting. Oh, there we go. I don't know, I must have been clicking on the wrong thing. So now we have the soul gem. Now I just need to use silver and gold in the exact same format, and we will have a ring. So moment of truth. There's this one. This is the familiar ring. Do we speed it up? I never know, like, if it's actually working or not. I don't think it is. It's so weird how this, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Perfect. So now we have a familiar ring. So what I'm going to try and do is place this down, and then I should be able to pick it up, and it says catch them all. And now we have this captured in its appropriate place. Now I'm not getting any effects from it at the moment, but I wonder if I can get it to kill a mob. Maybe it will actually take its head and grant it with that ability. For sure it's not going to take a chicken's head, but maybe we can get it to kill something else. All right, let's do some testing. I've lured a skeleton out, and now if I summon this, are you going to steal its head? Are you going to fight for me? You're going to stand there and do nothing? Come on. No. Do I have to kill it in order for you to steal the head? Oh, you did steal the head. Okay, so you now have a skeleton's head, and when I pick you up, I'm assuming that I should get the benefits from that while it's in my ring slot. Like, I should have more damage now. I should do more damage to skeletons. There's not a good way to really test that, though. But in all honesty, that's just one of the many familiars that you can spawn in with occultism. And I don't know, I thought it was the coolest Halloween themed one. But guys, today has been a very interesting episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you learned something from it. I know I've learned a lot about occultism the last few days, and I'm looking forward to getting into even more juicy mods in this mod pack. And I hope you guys are willing to join along with me. If you are, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And guys, give this video a huge thumbs up and comment what you like down below. What's your favorite familiar that's a part of occultism? I don't know. Let me know down below if you're familiar with the mod. And guys, I think it's time to thank the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to be a huge thanks going to Lufu. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord. Becoming a Discord premium member and supporting the channel in one of the best ways possible. Of course, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did, and I will see you guys, of course, in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.